Indulging in sugary treats can be a delightful experience, whether it's savoring a donut with your morning coffee or enjoying a refreshing beverage on a sunny day. There's no denying the allure of sugar, but the truth is, excessive consumption can take a toll on your health. Recognizing when you might be overdoing it is crucial for maintaining a balanced lifestyle. So, let's explore 7 warning signs your body may be sending, signaling that it's time to reconsider your relationship with the sweet side of life. Number 7. You're constantly craving sugary things. Consider this bad boy a drug, because the more sugar you eat, the more you'll crave it. And this isn't just because your taste buds have adapted and left you craving for more of the same taste. Just like an actual drug, sugar gives you a high, which is followed by a crash and you're just left wanting more. This is because a high sugar diet causes a hormone response in the body, which is like a wave. It brings you up and you're all happy and giddy, and next thing you know you crash down and it triggers your body to want more of the same stuff. Imbalanced hormones and glucose instability are usually causes of your late-night cravings. The body slows down in the evening and you naturally crave sugar. And another thing to note here is that the sugary things you love just won't taste as sugary anymore. This is because the sugar tolerance of your taste buds skyrockets when you're eating excessive amounts of sweet things. So to get that same level of sweetness, you're going to want to take in even more sugar, which is really hard to combat. It's tough to fall back to base 1. But if you suffer through the beginning and manage to cut down on the sugar, it's possible to bring down your tolerance and be content with minimal sugar once again. The next time, you're left wanting to munch on something sweet before bed, because that's when you're really in the thick of it. Remember that this is associated with many health issues, like being overweight or obese. More on that later. Number 6, you feel tired throughout the day. The bigger they are, the harder they fall after sugar causes that initial spike of insulin, and you get that high feeling. It's definitely going to crash. Your energy is the most stable when you have a stable blood sugar. But if you're munching down on sweet things left and right and center, it's going to bring some high and lows in your blood sugar, which leads to high and lows in energy. Taking sugar in large amounts also hampers the production of a chemical called orexin. This is a chemical in your brain that gives you that awake feeling. So naturally, the more sugar you eat, the sleepier you'll feel. And if you're eating too much sugar in general, it's safe to assume you're cutting yourself off from other important nutrients for sustained energy: protein and fiber. If you're struggling with this issue, try and include a little more protein in your diet, as it helps counteract this feeling of sleepiness. Number 5. Your skin keeps breaking out. You're probably spending a lot of money on skincare products, maybe to reduce a breakout of acne, but a problem like this is better solved if you just cut down on the sugar. Some people are more sensitive than others and get a higher spike in insulin following sugar intake. This leads to hormonal imbalance, and then that leads to skin breakouts like acne. Then it's so quick that a sugar binge can show up on your face in just a matter of days. It's not just acne either. If you're experiencing wrinkles, it could be another sign you're eating way too much sugar. Products of excess sugar include advanced glycation and products that encourage the aging of skin. Getting into the science of things, high glucose levels cause a cross-linking of fibers of the skin. This makes your skin lose its elasticity. So if you're treating your skin and can't see the results and you've got a high sugar intake, you might want to start picking apart the problem at the root. Number 4. You're a lot more irritable than usual. What goes up must come down. Just like the way you feel sluggish after that blood sugar crash that happens when you come off of a sugar high can bring around mood swings. And couple that with the fact that you're already feeling tired, it's going to contribute to a sour attitude. A few studies have even found that this vicious cycle of fluctuation of your glucose levels in your blood can lead to depression. The important thing to do here is to take note of when exactly you're feeling off. If you're feeling an hour or two after a sweet snack, or if there's a pattern to you being irritable at the same time every day, excess sugar intake may very well take the blame. Assessing the timing of your mood swings is a good opportunity to reflect on what you're eating. Number 3. You've been putting on some weight. This is a given. Let's start this one off with a fact. The average American consumes 270 calories of added sugars. That's 17 teaspoons of sugar every day. The more sugar you're taking in, the more calories you're taking in. And since sugar has no fiber or protein, you don't get that feeling of fulfillment, so you just can't stop. And like we've seen before, sugar intake triggers the release of insulin, which plays a huge role in weight gain and even diabetes. But how exactly does it work when we eat sugar? Insulin is released by the pancreas. The insulin carries that sugar to our organs so it can be used for energy. But over time, that excessive output of insulin caused by an excessive intake of sugar can lead to insulin resistance. And that's not good for our body. Our bodies can't respond to the normal amounts of insulin, and so the sugar can't be used right away. So what does the body do with all that extra sugar? Well, it switches from fat-burning mode to fat-storing mode. And all of that fat is stored in the body's favorite storage place, the abdomen. This type of accumulation of fat is called visceral fat, and it's the most stubborn fat of all. And naturally, it can lead to health concerns like heart disease and diabetes. Number 2, you're getting more cavities. Cavities are a big no. They're caused when bacteria munch down on the food particles left on your teeth. This produces an acid, which causes tooth decay naturally. Our saliva maintains a pretty good and healthy balance of bacteria on its own. But then comes the sugar, and everything gets messy. Eating sugar impacts the pH and throws off the entire natural ecosystem in your mouth. And this is where the bacteria get to party. It gives them a chance to thrive, to multiply, and this leads to cavities. If you're consuming a sugar-rich diet, then you definitely want to add some rinsing to your daily routine. You could also eat foods like carrots or milk. These provide a coating which protects the teeth from decay. Save yourself from that gross plaque on your teeth. Number 1, you're experiencing regular brain fog, having problems with mental clarity and concentrating. Yeah, it's probably because of the huge amounts of sugar you're taking in. You'd think that a sugar rush makes you more hyper and probably helps you focus better. Glucose is the brain's primary fuel, but too much of something is always bad. If that wasn't already clear, excess amounts can cause hyperglycemia, which means that glucose content in your blood is high. It causes an inflammatory effect in the brain, and that's not good. This is linked to your mood, so you're more irritable than usual, and it also negatively impacts cognitive function. How does this happen, though? You experience the normal spike and then the crash in your blood glucose. After that, the adrenaline increases to try and bring the sugar level back up. This leads to stress and concentration issues. You like having things stay consistent, and so does your brain. So these ups and downs in your sugar levels lead to a breakdown in your brain cells and cause damage to the nerves. And that's how the inflammation occurs. Naturally, it negatively affects brain function and leads to memory loss in general. You should definitely cut down on the sweet things if you're experiencing any of the things we mentioned. And hey, there's always healthier alternatives to sugar too. You should definitely look into those. But that's all for now. Like, subscribe to have better health and healthier lifestyles. Let us know in the comments below if this video was helpful. See you in the next one.